Guys, it's too hot out here. Let's take this indoors. Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Papaw's place. As always, if this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. Feel free to drop in anytime you feel, my friend. Guys, today is hot. It's like 95 degrees. Humidity is skyrocketed up there down here in Louisiana. And I mowed up till about 2:30 working. And I come home and I had some stuff in the mail. Still preparing for the hunt. One of the things I had in the mail is a TC32 4G solar powered trail camera. And I've been sitting here, I done got it out of the box, getting it set up, and we've gone after a while. Even though as hot as it is, I'm finna go out there to one of my local deer stands and put it on the tree so we can test this out. And we'll get back to this in a moment to show y'all how convenient it was to get it set up and started. But one of the first things I want to show y'all ever heard of Temu? Well, my kids turned me on to Temu, and I was kind of skittish about ordering something from them, but I tested it out on some few items. But now when I order something, I pay with PayPal. I don't put my credit card on there. But I got me a new leaf suit. Now guys, this leaf suit right here, I remember the first one of these I bought, I think I paid about 60 or maybe a little more dollars for it. And that was several years ago, but it done got old, faded, tearing. Well, I got this off of Temu, guys, and y'all need to go check it out. Temu's funny. You can type in something and it'll come up what you're looking for, different things, and you can go through it, and you can go through and shop, look at other stuff, and come back, and it's like the prices keep changing sometimes. But I got this for like $20, and it's just as good as the one I've always had. Knit material, cool. So that was one of the things I was going to be needing for this coming up bow season. Like I said, I got a couple of tops, but I like these real thin ones like this when you start out in September and October when it's so hot and sweaty. I don't wear nothing but shorts under it. I have went hunting where I never didn't even have a shirt on under it. I just wore this. One of the other things I'm proud of come off of Temu. This here is a New View hunting backpack. Now guys, some of these backpacks I was looking at was well over $100 to over $200. I fooled around on Temu and got this for under $50. It's got the back support with a little metal rod. We'll just get up and put it on for y'all. But the reason I was wanting this backpack like this is because some of you know me, years ago all I done was hunt at Arkansas refuges. And then I kind of quit hunting them back in about 2018. Because you had to do all the walking. Some of the rules I just got sick of. So I just quit hunting up there and went elsewhere. Well, last year Cuz got me back into bow hunting, and that's what brought up the trad bow thing. And then some of you seen I started buying crossbows, testing them, playing with them. Well, on the refuges I hunt, the only time you can gun hunt is if you draw for like a 3-day or 4-day hunt. Other than that, it's bow hunting only. And where we hunt, back in the day, I'd walk like a mile from wherever I stopped my four-wheeler. Also, back in the day, when you killed a deer, you had to tag it, and then you had to put it on one of them 2-wheel roll carts, or at least that finally we got us one of them, and we would come all the way out with that deer. Well, nowadays they got an app that if you got phone service, if you kill a deer, and you can check your deer on the spot in the woods, you ain't got to bring that deer out. And that's where I wanted a good backpack like this. My plans is to strip that hide back on that deer, get them back straps, debone that hams, either cut the shoulders and have it nubbed off the little shoulders, and tote it out in this backpack. So let me show you a little more about this backpack. You can see it's got pockets, which I added this. That right there is my range finder. Because like I said, this is going to be for crossbow hunting. When I go up there on the refuge, I ain't going to be bow hunting. I ain't going to be trad bow hunting because I ain't toting no stand, climbing no tree. I'm going to be walking and just sit down by me a tree and hunt. But you got all kind of convenient carry pockets here. I added that little pouch right there. It's got my GPS in it. It comes with these pouches right here on the side. Behind that, some more deals there. I got a flashlight stuck in. Like I said, I added that gray pouch right there. But let's get it off and look at all the pouches on the back. So the big pouch right here and the biggest compartment right here. See, I got trash bags already put in there because I've been putting everything in here. Now a lot of this I won't tote. I got some sitting on the floor I took out of here. I just put it in here so I can keep up with it till hunting season. You got a little packet right here that you can stick something in. That's where I got some scent bottles. You got a little bag up here. You can store something in. That's all in this one big compartment. But say if it's cold and I'm going hunting, I'll stick my jacket in here while I'm walking in. Ain't got to wear it because you'll get sweaty walking. And then when I get there, I can take it out and put it on. So that's why I got that whole compartment empty, because hopefully that's where I'll be bringing out deboned meat off a pig or a deer. Then you got another big compartment. This is where I got everything pretty much stored. And we ain't going to go through what all I got. I got rubber gloves, my meat saw, limb saw, more gloves, extra lights. Got a apartment right here, hand warmers, extra batteries. I mean, you got all kind of storage room here. But like I said, I just got everything right now stuffed in there because I can just keep up with everything until hunting season's open. Then I can just have what I need. And then you got another little zip compartment on the back. I got a knife stuck in there. Ain't that a beautiful knife? My son got me that for Christmas one year. Razor sharp too. But I stuck it in there. Let's hopefully get to use it out there skinning me a deer on the ground. But you got another compartment right there to store stuff in. But then on the back, whether you gun hunting or bow hunting, it's made for a gun, but it'll work for your bow too. You stick your bow in there and strap it on here. Now I strapped my crossbow on and it would work, but yet my crossbow's got a sling, and I think I'm gonna like toting it after I put this on, just having the sling holding it over. But you can strap your gun on if you're going for a long hike back in there before daylight. That way your hands is free to use your GPS and your flashlight going in. You ain't trying to hold your gun or your boat. So that's what that's for. Now I used to have backpacks, and then I got to where I used just a fanny pack. But this one here, since I won't be toting deer stands no more like I used to when I compound bow hunted, this is my crossbow set up for refuge hunting, public land. Because I set by me a tree. I got this little insulated pillow right here that be toted in that big compartment, or it could just be clipped on one of these clips right here while you're going in. Only reason I got the pillow to set my butt on the ground by big old trees so my butt won't get wet on the wet ground. At one time I done a lot of hunting. I'd sit on the ground gun hunting or muzzleloader hunting. I'd wear a turkey vest, so it had that flip down seat kind of just like that. It just, you folded it up, clipped it on, then when you got to where you're going, you undone it and just sat on it, and you can leave your vest on. But this here is basically the same principles. But that's my hunting setup for my crossbow this year. Hopefully I'm gonna have some videos. There's gonna be a GoPro stuck in here and try to get some videos, since I'll be on the ground and not in a tree. But if you ain't never checked out Temu, don't think just cause their stuff's cheap. It comes from China, so sometimes your shipping takes a couple of weeks. But now I think they got warehouses locally in the United States, because I ordered actually this. I think it was in about 4 days. It was in the mail. Also, it's got pockets on the side. I just realized I got my little coffee bottle. Then it's got a nothing on the other side. I can put a water bottle right here, which I won't tote coffee when it's cold. I have 2 water bottles. But y'all go check out Temu. Tell them Papaw sent you. That ought to trip them up. But now back to my trail camera. This here's a, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's VOOPEAK or VOOPEAK, VOOPEAK. See right there, the TC32 4G solar powered. Now what I like about this camera right here, guys, is I already sat here and got it set up, and it's got the app on my phone. So you can use this for a trail camera, surveillance camera, or whatever you want. It's actually meant to hang upside down just like this. It's got the little bracket right there that you can screw on. I'm gonna screw it to a tree, set that in there, and this camera takes live videos, and I can sit there and just say where I'm gonna put it at. Every evening I can get on here, it's gonna bring up the app, and I can see what's on the video, or I can watch it live. Also, I can use the app and I can turn this up and down, around and around. I can hit the microphone, just say if somebody seen somebody at my stand, or if I put this up here at my house, go on vacation, I get a notification somebody's there. I can pop it up, be looking at them, hit that microphone button, say, hey, what you doing at my house? Or hey, what you think you doing around my deer stand? You might need to move on down through the woods. This ain't your place to be on. So you can talk through it, and they can talk back to you. Now we're gonna put it up here after a while when the sun goes down and it cools off. And then on the next video, I'll be done learnt more about this camera and can tell y'all more about it, and we can look at what type footages it takes and see how good they are. But it'll work on any cellular wire service. Right now ours is messing up today. I'm AT&T, and today when I come in I had a SOS on the phone, couldn't do nothing. Finally it started working, so I could get this thing going. You get the first 30 days free, and then they got different packages. You'll use your app and you can purchase your different packages to use these cameras. Now, one thing I don't know at this time, I wonder if you got multiple cameras of the same brand, can they all be added on one package? It's got to be that way, because I know people that's got 15 cameras, and I know they ain't paying 15 different monthly bills. If they are, they rich. But anyway, I'm thinking you can add more cameras to the same plan. But to get it set up, the first thing, if you do purchase one of these, when you get it out of the box, you're going to have the camera. You're going to have the little holder the camera goes in. Or you got a strap. You can strap it to the tree. One of the main things, it's built-in battery. Got solar power. Comes with the little bracket here where you screw it on back of there, and you screw that to the tree or whatever. Point it in the right direction to the south where to get the most light to keep it charged. And it comes with a USB charging cable. So as soon as you get it out of the box, and this is the reason I went on and got it out of the box. I ain't big on open box videos because, hey, everything comes in a nice package nowadays, packaged in there. So I'm showing you everything that come in there. But as soon as I got it out, I started trying to get it hooked up, and it wouldn't come on. So I hooked it to the solar panel, and I stuck the solar panel outside the door of the trailer here. We in my camper trailer right now, and it still wouldn't work. So what I did, I just stopped and I plugged the USB right here into the back, plugged it up, and I let it charge, fully charge. Then after it fully charged, the directions is great in their little pamphlet that comes with it. All you do is turn it on. The little switch is right here on the back. You turn it on. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's a blue light and a red light flashing. It's got one of them barcode scans right here in the book. You scan that with your phone, download the app, and then from that point, you'll have your phone on Bluetooth. Or let me back up a step before you turn it on. You got to get a microchip card to put in here, and that comes with the SIM card built in, but the microchip card don't come with it. You'll put that in. That's up here on top of the camera part. You put that in, then you scan this little code, download your app, and then just follow the directions on the app, and it connects the phone to the camera. And when the blue light steady blue just like that, that means it's connected. So mine is connected. Alright, now that I got my app open, y'all can see I'm turning the camera. You can face it up or down. Actually, the camera's upside down like that. It's got to be hanging like this. And I'm going to show y'all on my camera. I got the video camera in my hand, so I'm going to move it around my RV. So it's showing live action, just like if I was moving it with the out, but I'm just moving it more with my hand to show y'all how it works. Now I'm going to turn it toward my ugly face. Now I'm going to talk, and y'all see my lips moving. It's just a little bit of a hesitation behind, but yet it's got to go bounce off the towers and come back to my phone, so it's working pretty quickly. So a couple of other things I wanted to mention to y'all. I got my notes here on my phone. It's 4G, 2.5K pencils, supports remote viewing of files, real-time images live, and remote operation. Supports cloud storage for a payment. The first month's free. It only uploads videos. Only way photos will be uploaded is if it's poor signal and it won't take the video. With AI animal recognition function. Now that's something I don't know what it's even talking about. PTZ steering function. That's where I was showing y'all how you can turn it where you want it. And it's high level waterproof and dust proof. But that was some of the things I was wanting to mention instead of reading it out of the pamphlet. I made me some little notes there, guys. But right now, what we're going to do, when it cools off outside, we're going to go put this out at my deer stand and see if we can get some good images. And we'll go from there. So y'all stay here with me. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to put it on this feeder right here, and it's still as hot as a bushel basket full of Mexican peppers out here, let me tell you. But we're gonna put it on this tree, then I'm gonna put the solar panels to the southeast there and cut a couple of them little limbs, and maybe it'll get enough sunlight before dinner time to charge, because this is about the only way I can put it that the solar panel will get sunlight, because just about all of my stands, especially if they got a feeder, is inside some wood. So first we finna screw this little mountain bracket right here to this tree, because where y'all standing right there, the feeder's right behind y'all. Now it came with screws with it, but I'm using my own screws here. Some 1-inch deck screws, because they don't rust. We're going to plug this solar power in here. Make sure this top rubber deal is closed up over the where the SIM or the micro card. It'll go just like that. You want to raise your antennas up, then we can adjust the elevation of the camera by the app. Now, I'm thinking in the morning time, maybe to get enough daylight mounted right here. So let me get me 2 more screws. And we're gonna mount it up a little higher. And I dropped it. There it is. I need me some tape or a zip tie to zip tie the extra wire. Let me see if I got a zip tie in this 4-wheeler. I happen to do. I always keep zip ties and black tape and some wire in my 4-wheelers, side by side, my truck. Uh-oh. I didn't have that screwed on there right. Alright, I think I got it this time. Now we're going to bring all the extra wire going to the solar panel right up here and just zip tie it so it won't be flopping around. Now I don't know how much light it needs to get to keep it charged, but I had it fully charged by the USB cable when I brought it out here. We got it set up. I didn't bring my phone, but it's on because the blue light's on. I left my phone at the house. But when I get back, I can get on my app and I can adjust it toward the feeder. Now guys, it may be a while before you see an update on this with some footage out here, because I'm just now putting this up, just now putting feed in the feeder. And here we are at the end of July, and all of the deer around here is not hanging in the woods right now. It's so much cornfields, bean fields. That's where they eating right now. So it may be a while before I have an updated video showing a deer here, or either I may have to move it to one of the field edges. This is just a place that I had the feeder here. All I had to do is put some feeder in it, put some batteries in it, and put the camera up. And at least let me play with the camera and learn how to work it, and then I may have to move it somewhere else. But again, all this is preparing for that hunt. Ain't nothing no more better than preparing for your next deer season. And me, I've always been one, I like to do everything and get everything, so when it comes time to hunt, when hunting season opens, I got everything. All I got to do is get my gas in my truck and get my groceries in the camper, or for here I'm hunting at home. I don't want to have to buy nothing during hunting season to do with hunting. So I do that through the summer, a little at a time. That way I ain't spending a lot of money at one time. Because we all know how expensive this little hobby is. So guys, I appreciate y'all. See y'all on the next one. God bless. And there's the deer feeder. And you can see the feed on the ground. I put in there yesterday afternoon. So ain't even a coon came here last night. But I promise you, a coon or something will be here once they discover there's corn out here. And if you look way down yonder, there's a ground blind at the end of that right of way. And right up one of them trees there I climb when I bow hunt.